Welcome back, adventurers, to another deep dive into the fantastical world of Dungeons and Dragons. Today, we're tackling one of the most fearsome creatures in all of the multiverse, the legendary Tarrasque. Imagine Godzilla, but in your D&D campaign, a force of nature that can bring cities to their knees and terrify even the most seasoned adventurers. A wise dungeon master will not just drop a Tarrasque on his players unless the DM is feeling particularly cruel, or the players have just become royal pains in the ass. Instead, consider using a Tarrasque in a way that puts the players in an epic kaiju horror movie. The Tarrasque is a colossal monstrosity, with a reputation that precedes it. Originating from the core D&D lore, it is a near mythical creature, often considered the ultimate challenge for any adventuring party. Let's break down what makes the Tarrasque so terrifying. The Tarrasque stands over 50 feet tall and 70 feet long, with natural armor that is almost impenetrable. It has an astounding array of abilities. Armor class of 25 and over 600 hit points, making it nearly indestructible. Legendary resistance, allowing it to avoid being hindered by magic or other effects. Frightful presence, inducing fear in all but the bravest. Reflective carapace, which can bounce back spells targeting it. It's also capable of causing massive damage with its bites, claws, horns, and tail. To introduce a Tarrasque into your campaign, don't just have the players stumble into its lair. Instead, create a tense scenario where the players are introduced to the horrors of this creature slowly, over time, all the while building tension and fear. Imagine your players are in a bustling city, unaware of the lurking doom. You can slowly build the presence of the Tarrasque by starting with subtle hints: ships disappearing at sea, caravans attacked with no survivors, and rumors spreading like wildfire. Villagers whisper of a giant creature seen in the distance. Hunters and fishermen bring back tales of a massive beast emerging from the wilderness or ocean. The sense of dread builds as these secondhand accounts grow more frequent and more detailed. The players could be sent out to investigate these strange happenings, only to find small villages in ruin, few survivors who can account for the destruction, and maybe some not-so-subtle hints such as huge tracks left behind or bite marks on boats, suggesting the size of the creature as being beyond belief. The rumors could soon panic the city the players are in, as the reports seem to show whatever is attacking the smaller villages, ships, or caravans is getting closer. Then, the unimaginable happens. The Tarrasque launches a full-scale assault on the city. Buildings crumble under its might, and panic ensues. But this isn't just a mindless beast, it's cunning. The Tarrasque may retreat into the shadows, leaving destruction in its wake, only to return later, keeping the city in a constant state of fear. So, how can your players minimize the damage? Here are a few strategies. Evacuation. Help the city's inhabitants escape to minimize casualties. Defensive structures. Use magic and engineering to reinforce buildings and create traps. Divert the Tarrasque. Lure it away from populated areas using bait. I suggest using the bard or rogue, or strategic distractions. Gather intelligence. Learn its patterns and anticipate its attacks. In every epic tale, the monster often has a weakness. Your players might need to embark on a quest to discover the Tarrasque's Achilles heel. This could involve seeking out a sage, an ancient scroll, divination, or other lost knowledge. Once found, this knowledge could point the players to a way to defeat the Tarrasque. This could be a magical artifact, a specific spell, or a unique strategy to exploit a rare vulnerability. The final confrontation with the Tarrasque should be nothing short of legendary. With the city's fate hanging in the balance, the players must use everything at their disposal to defeat this monstrous foe. A Tarrasque being a level 30 challenge rating means the players should be put to the ultimate test of their abilities, powers, and spells. A group of 6 level 20 characters in a stand-up fight with a Tarrasque will be hard-pressed to survive the encounter less triumph. But let's assume your players are particularly crafty, thinking outside the box, and able to surprise you as Dungeon Master by using the rules as written to snatch victory from the jaws of imminent defeat. Then change the rules. Not that a Tarrasque is not terrifying enough. You can alter it to something that will be player nightmare fuel for years. To make the Tarrasque an even more formidable force, consider giving it additional abilities. Regeneration. Allow it to heal rapidly, making it even harder to kill. Elemental Breath. Equip it with a devastating breath weapon, like fire or acid. Earthquake Stomp. Its footsteps cause tremors, destabilizing the environment. It is not alone. What's worse than a Tarrasque? How about two Tarrasque, or any other gargantuan-sized monster? I do not mean to have the two creatures team up to destroy the city, and more than likely, they would destroy the city fighting each other for dominance, making your campaign end in a true kaiju battle royale, of course, with the players stuck in the middle of it. The Tarrasque is not just a monster. It's a narrative tool, a force of nature that can turn a campaign into an epic saga of survival and heroism. Use it wisely, and your players will never forget the day they faced the unstoppable Tarrasque. Thanks for watching, and may your dice always roll 20s.